Hey guys, before you judge me, I would like to say this. Open up your home to Miguel Jimenez, also known as Michael Herr. Open up your home to him like I did, and so many other have, and see what happens. See why he is always homeless and why people are always throwing him out and why he's always a victim. There's a repeated process that he does this. There's a reason why people throw him out after trying to help him. And I'm another one of them. He wants to slander people that throw him out of their home, that try to help him. That's not right at all. He made a video about Levi, who was it, Eugene, both his ex-wives. But don't you see the repeated process? First, it's the Illuminati running gangbangs on his wife. She left him because he's a pedophile. She had a child before they were married, and he got caught up in some stuff. Look it up in New Mexico, ODCR. Look up the criminal record, Miguel A. Jimenez. Also, he wants to he wants to say she was an Illuminati, a Satanist, and all this. Why did he marry her then? And then he wants to say, after Levi kicks him out, oh, Levi is part of the Obama administration spying on me, putting electrodes in my bed. All this weird stuff. How would you feel if you're trying to sleep at night? Just take your time, pause the video, read through these text messages. Actually take your time and read through them and tell me, would you want somebody like this staying at your house when you're doing the best you can to take care of this guy and help him out in every way you can? The guy does some weird stuff. He is not what he wants you to appear to, what he wants you guys to think he is. When I kicked him out, I found drugs in my son's room, my 10-year-old son's room. I have shared custody of my son. When I kicked him out, he had ample time to take his stuff. I told him at 11 o'clock that morning, hey man, this isn't working out. You can see in the video what I said to him. I was nothing but kind and generous to him till he started stepping over boundaries. He was told, find somewhere to go. He waits till 8 o'clock at night. And I tell him to leave. I offered him a ride. Well, read the message. Long story short, when I tell him, it's like, all right, dude, you got to go. He goes to my 10-year-old son's room, shuts and locks the door, turns off the light. I have to force open the lock at my own house to make him leave. I had to force him out of my house. I told him he had time to grab his stuff. He asked if he could leave some things at my house. I told him, no, absolutely not. Dude, you gotta go. The shit he was doing was off the freaking wall. Well, anyways, he leaves, right? He's supposed to be this man of God and all this. Well, he comes back to my house 3 o'clock in the morning, knocking on windows, ringing the doorbell, knocking on the front door, the back door. Loud enough where my neighbor came out and made a serious threat to him. I came out the house. You could see in my text messages where I tell him, don't you ever fucking come back here, you fucking creep. Of course he's going to feel threatened. Why would he show up at 3 a.m.? He's this man of God and he wants to talk about the witching hour. Look at what he's saying and doing to people, y'all. 3 a.m. What sane person comes to somebody's house at 3 o'clock in the morning, knocking on windows, ringing the doorbell, knocking on front and back doors, calling my phone like he's mentally ill? But, I'm a neo-Nazi according to him. But you can see in the messages for yourself what I had to say to him about getting him go. I tried to do it as nice as possible. I tried to be like, hey, dude, I know you're fucked up and on drugs. I know you're a scam artist. I'm not going to let you use my home and participate in you misleading people with the word of God. Guys, really look back at his history and look at this. I got more videos to come. I got videos of when I had to force him out. And you know what led up to this besides him doing just this weirdo, creepy shit? When I kicked him out in my son's room, I found, which the police have it and there's a police report. They have, I found in my son's room, dope baggies. I've been around the block. I'm no stranger to certain things. I don't hide who I am. I'm lukewarm on my best day. If I died today, my eternity would be hell. But I don't mislead people and scam money like Joel Osteen type people and like Michael Herr. by self-inflicted pain and misery when it says in the book, a man is to work and provide for himself, not be a lazy couch surfing mooch that will turn around and slander anybody that tries to help you when they find out the real you. But besides all that, when I go to search my son's room and clean it up because he had candy wrappers everywhere, pop bottles, the dude ate candy and drank pop like it was, I don't know. If you've known anybody that's been on heroin, this is what they fucking do. But anyways, I'm looking between my son's mattress, and what do I find? A straw, burnt up tinfoil, and in that tinfoil, some baggies. And guess what was with that stuff? Michael's social security paperwork and some other shit. And worst of all, I found what I'm guessing are jack-off rags that he left in my son's room. I guess if he was blowing his nose in them, why wouldn't he throw them in the trash? But this is really weird about how his second ex-wife divorced him and he claims her to be the pedophile. But yet in my son's room, I find jack-off rags, which the police have. That is on the police report. And by the way, my wife works at a private Christian school. This is a it's a big school where we're from. Meteorologists take their kids there. People that work for the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation take their kids there. Police take their kids there. We know these people. And with that being said, that's who we contacted. And come to find out, Michael has a very fucked up history. Look him up in California. Look him up in New Mexico, especially New Mexico. And look him up in Illinois. And tell me what you think. But before you judge me, let him into your home. And with that being said, what led up to getting him kicked out is one day, I leave on just the round trip 7 hours. My daughter had a church function going on. Like I said, I had shared custody. It was not my week to have her. Oh, I make a 7-hour round trip just in driving to go see my daughter's work, or her church play. And I get back home. I believe we were gone 14 to 16 hours. We pull up in our driveway. It's dark. We left when it was dark. The screen door's wide open. Front door's wide open. The temperature in the house was 42 degrees. The temperature outside was, I think, 30. Michael is sitting there in the living room, dazed and confused, pouring sweat. And I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck is going on? And he's drooling all over himself, nodding in and out, couldn't give me a coherent answer. And so the next day when I hear him making a video in the morning, and when he's done with his video, I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck is going on? And mind you, up to this point, the dude's going to my bathroom 4 to 6 times a day for an hour to 2 hours at a time. He turns on the shower, runs the shower, and then he does this 2 or 3 times a day at my house, and would come out of the bathroom sweating profusely with the same clothes on. He wasn't taking a shower. He did this so much, I removed all the stuff out of the bathroom. It's like, dude, I know you're not in there taking a shower, but I got a friend that was a former junkie, gave his life to the Lord, and I was talking to him about all this. He's like, look, man, it's either heroin or fentanyl. And come to find out, when I found that stuff in my son's room, and I tried to turn the stuff Michael left in my house over to the police, I told him to take his stuff and gave him an opportunity. I would even bring it to him, but he wants to make YouTube videos that I broke his dentures. I wonder why he has dentures. Could it be because he's a crackhead junkie? A 52-year-old dude trying to live off a 35-year-old guy like me. Trying to live off other people, old ladies. If I only had some of these conversations I had with him recorded, you people would be disgusted with him. But I'm telling you, you don't believe me? Open up your home to him. See how quickly he'll go get a job. See that there's always some reason why he can't get a job. Oh, he lost his wallet. But you'll see him always buying stuff with debit cards. Go to 7-Eleven where you have to show your ID. He could always miracle some motherfucking cigarettes, right? The dude's a liar. He don't want to work. He wants to lay around all H'd out all day or fented out all day. So, a second time, the day I kicked him out, My wife gets up early. At this private Christian school she works at, some of these children are special needs. They're on feeding tubes. They're going through chemotherapy. They have compromised immune systems. And so she gets up early to get a head start on some of this, because some of these kids are in their last strokes of life. It is very sad and very bad. I almost can't handle going to see what I've seen up there. I don't know how she does it. Well, it's 4 a.m. She gets up and comes to me and says, hey, the front door is wide the fuck open. And, well, she didn't cuss. I cuss. But she said, the front door's wide open. I want him gone. I cannot take this anymore. The guy freaks me out. And so that's when I told Michael, 11 o'clock in the morning, dude, you got to find somewhere to go. You can see in the video of my text messages of my screen recording where I told him as politely as possible, you're being a fucking weirdo, you gotta go. But he turns it into an ordeal where you gotta force him out of your house, like he owns some piece of your home or something like that. The guy's a nut job. He's always a victim. But anyways, so we contact the OSBI and the local police about this ordeal, about finding the drugs and the paraphernalia and Michael's other stuff in the room, and they run a test on it. One part of it came back as opiates, the other one came back as I forgot what they said, but they said fentanyl or whatever. And you know, if Michael was just some guy on drugs that had a drug problem, I would have still kicked him out of my house, because I tried to help him and he's not going to help himself. He's going to keep scamming and mooching off people. And I'm telling you people right now, outside of him using the word of God to scam people, just as caring about another human being, which I'm very angry with him right now, but I'm telling y'all, the dude ain't going to make it another year. You keep giving him money, he's going to overdose, he's going to die. I have family members in and out of prison. I have lost family members and friends growing up due to this stuff. My only saving grace is I went into the military at a young age to get away from all this. But the dude at my house, he's fucked up on fentanyl and heroin all day, smoking weed all day. And you know, I'm not going to lie. I smoke the occasional joint. You know, I'm not saying I'm better than Michael. I'm giving you who I really am. I cuss. I smoke weed sometimes. I lose my temper sometimes. I have fucked up thoughts like we all do. You know, and I don't like Michael and I don't want to see him again. And I have his teeth. And you know why I still have his teeth? Because I pity the fool that is so fucked up on drugs, when he's getting kicked out, he cannot even remember to grab his teeth, his fucking shoes, because I gave him time. I had to force my son's door open and hold the door open and be like, Michael, get your fucking ass up, get your shit, and get out of my fucking house. And I watched everything, and I was like, Michael, and when he asked if he could leave stuff at my house, absolutely not. You could see in the text messages where I told him to take that. So, what I seen while he was here is days where I wasn't working, I would have all day to hang out with him, and my wife did not like being left alone with him. That was something she would not allow. If she was home and I had to go somewhere, I had to find an excuse to take the guy with me. Well, anyways, hanging out with this guy all day and having conversations with him, he let his mask slip a little bit about what he's doing and this or that, because I was like, man, where do you get this information about all this wild space stuff and other civilizations and aliens? And he let it slip. He's like, you know, everybody wants to make money. I was like, yeah. He's like, I'll use a little bit of Star Wars to come up with this. And you know, one day, me and him, we're standing out in my driveway, and I was like, man, look at the moon, blah, blah, blah. And he just pulls this stuff out of his ass about how we have to travel across multiple dimensions to get to it. I'm like, okay, Michael, where'd you get this information? Couldn't show me it. But he's supposedly studying this stuff. But it's like, Michael, I could see the motherfucking moon right there. What dimensions are you talking about? The dude just makes stuff up. Or he steals it from other people. He's told me this. His exact words one day to me, because the main people that were sending him these little cards full of money to my house were old ladies. You can see them commenting on his Facebook. His exact words to me were, if I can get these old ladies to feel sad for me, they open up that purse. I have seen this dude with a stack of these letters people send him with money in them, right? Stacked 4 inches high, pulling all this money out, but he can't go get his own home, he can't go provide for himself. But anytime he got money like this, he would disappear for a day, or he would want me to drop him off at a bar. I even had to put my foot down about him trying to bring home barflies to my house. So, because he thinks he's going to fuck some dope whore barfly in my 10-year-old son's bedroom. This guy is not who you think he is. People, I just beg you, look at this repeated process. How is he always a victim? It's easy to believe anything when you end it with a prayer. That's where he hooks people in. He wants to use the space exploration stuff, twist some stuff up about the Bible, and then end it with the prayer. But since I started exposing Michael after he did what he did, like I said, if he was just some junkie, I'd have kicked his ass out and wished him luck, knowing he ain't gonna fucking make it. But with Michael, what he was doing at my house, and just things I saw, the dude's a wicked man. He is not a son of God from what I've seen. Why do you think I've turned on him? Why do you think I'm exposing him? There's a reason for this. There's a reason why Levi kicked him out. There's a reason why his ex-wife. There's a reason why Eugene. There's a reason why he can't go to New Mexico. There's a reason why he can't go back to Chicago. And I guess now he thinks he's going to go to Arizona or some shit like that. I don't know. But people, just wait and see what happens. It's going to be another repeated process. I'm homeless again, or I'm out of money. Please send me some money. But for some reason, people keep kicking me out because I'm a grown man child. It's bad. Now, I've never made a video or anything before where I speak or anything of that nature. This is something totally new to me. It's weird, it's awkward, and I don't want to do it. And I do know about the video Michael made regarding me kicking him out. I haven't watched it. I will not watch it. But I do have people contacting me after I've been posting about Michael, asking questions. Some people making death threats. Other people really sincerely ask me what's going on, and I take the time out to talk to them. And their suspicions are satisfied. You know how many people from Germany have reached out to me during this process asking questions about him? And I show them some videos and stuff I have. I run into this issue of showing videos in my home. There's legality issues, but I think we found a way around it. But we got about 6 or 7 people that are going to be working on exposing Michael, and he's lived with every single one of us. The stuff it's not cool. I have to say something when I know what the truth is. That's all I got to say. People, you can love me or you can hate me, but before you want to pass judgment or say anything about me, what receipts has Michael brought? I got text messages. I got videos. I got other people backing me up that said I can use our conversations that we've had on Facebook Messenger. And I'm going to be posting that here as well. One guy got a hold of me that lives here in Oklahoma, was telling me about when he was talking to Michael and telling Michael about, confiding in Michael like Michael's some priest in a confession box, telling Michael about how the guy's strung out on drugs and messing with a married woman. You know what Michael's response was to that guy? It's okay as long as she's okay with it. What man of God says it's okay to mess with another man's married woman when a marriage is supposed to be a covenant between a man and a woman and God? I want to know what person says that. And also the guy and Michael's told me this too, because I've smoked joints with Michael. I'm not going to lie. Michael's also told me, because I've asked him about other drugs, but come to find out, he don't know shit. He gives the most evil advice. He says all drugs are okay if you're doing it in moderation, but it's especially okay if you're doing it for spiritual reasons. How is that something a man of God would preach? that people, you know, there's a reason the Bible talks about opening your third eye, the veil. You're not supposed to do that. Are there other things there? Without a doubt. But to tell somebody to get inebriated is not right. I'm not right for smoking the occasional joint I don't feel. But the guy, there's something seriously wrong with the guy. But anyways, here's a video of conversations I've had with people via text messages, Facebook messages, or whatever. I got more videos coming to back up what I'm saying about him. But anyways, guys, stay tuned for more. We got more stuff coming.